1, 2, 3, 4, 1. My body is spent. I need a soul for rent. There's a desert in my mind. The storm's blowing in.
There are no indications that the levels of COVID-19 here are low enough to enable any easing of restrictions. That's what the Taoiseach and the Health Minister reported.
Dad, I'm sorry I can't be at home.
Sure, it can't be helped. It is what it is. Sure, you'd only drive me up the walls anyway, moping around the house.
True. At least you have the hang of the iPad there, do you?
I do and me whole have the hang of it. Sure, this is all I can do. Only that Bridie Corin set it up for me and put it onto the screen.
Bridie Curran. How is she?
Oh, grand. She was around this morning. Can I come into the house now, you know? The face mask and rubber gloves on her. Left a few messages on me medication on the doorstep.
Now, she's frontline now, Dad. She has to be careful.
Asking about you, she was.
Was she? And what did you tell her?
Oh, I told her you were still abroad in London town, digging for gold. Ah, says she, he didn't do much digging when he was around here. True for you, says I. That lad wouldn't sleep in the same house with a shovel, let alone use one. She got a great laugh out of that, all right.
Did she? Are the pair of you fierce witty?
Did I hear it was monkeys that started it?
Started what?
This Coronamona crack.
Bats.
Bats.
It was bats you heard started, Dad.
So it was bats that started it.
No, Dad.
And you just after saying it was bats started it?
No, I was saying that you heard that it was bats started. It was an online rumour that spread.
Oh, so it was monkeys, so.
We don't know what it was. It could have been a wild animal, all right.
So it could be monkeys, like. There's a possibility, like.
Yeah, I suppose there's a possibility, Dad.
Huh. Lucy Lynch had a monkey. I used to sit up on her shoulder and she walked around the village pulling the flute to himself, he was. Ah, Randy's a pucko.
Who's Lucy Lynch?
Lady Lucy Lynch. Lived in the big house. Ah, that was a long time ago now, my dear. Ah, all of 70 years or more. I was only a gossip. Which I cannot say now that I could blame Disraeli now, really.
Disraeli?
Lucy Lynch's monkey. Sure, he had no mate, like. I don't think there was another monkey in Ireland that time, let alone a Connemara. He'd all the cats in the village terrorised.
Was he not in a cage?
Well, he'd be on a leash, like, would they be out walking? Would he be loose around the house? Sure, he was forever escaping. Out the window and over the wall. There he was, gone. What would come through to the children in the village to gather at the entrance to the walled garden.
Sure, there was no big houses that time.
Well, no, it wasn't really the big house. It was the gate lodge. There was no land with it now or nothing like that. But it was still a bigger house than any house in the village, so we called it the big house. The big house itself, that was burned down during the Civil War. That was before my time, no. A penny each, she gave the children to go looking for the monkey. And I'd walk around till I'd hear a cat screeching. Oh, the screeching of him. It put the heart crossways in you. The wail of the banshee. Oh, that was a comfort afterwards. Bright blue balls he had, huh? Like 2 robin's eggs.
And how did you catch him, Dad?
Catch him? Did you ever try and catch a monkey?
Not lately.
I let him finish whatever he was doing. Sure, the poor old cat was beyond saving at this stage anyway. When he was finished, he'd lie back. And I declared to God, if he had a woodbine, he'd smoke one. I'd walk over and I'd catch him by the hand and walk him back to the big house.
And,
Lady Lucy thought I was a mighty young lad in that.
and how often would this happen?
Once a week.
Once a week?
Oh, at least. Kept me in pocket money while it lasted. Oh, a penny was worth a penny in those days. Aye. The good eye trying to me, she did Lady Lucy.
Her monkey whisperer.
There was this one Sunday, I was walking through the village after Mass, and I seen her coming towards me, and Disraeli on the footpath in front of her.
Was he not on his leash?
Oh, well, he was now, but it was long enough for him to hop up on her shoulder, down on the ground, and walk around a bit. Well, in fairness to him now, he was fierce straight. It was only when he'd be feeling a bit randy like that he'd go a bit white. There she was, and she coming towards me in a big smile on her, because she having a kind of a grow for me, like, you know.
So he said,
and should Disraeli let a screech out to himself when he seen me? Sure, we were like big brothers at this stage too. And he stood up on his hind legs, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, fuck with Flaherty's wolfhound appeared and grabs him by the head.
fuck with Flaherty?
How do you know? Two-stroke. Your mate? Well, fuck with now would be his grandfather's brother. Praise God, trite if ever there was one. Your mother used to say, God rest her soul, that when God was giving out heads, fuck with mistakenly joined the arse too.
Because he had the head for an arse.
No. She used to say he had shit for brains.
Okay. Man was gas.
She was. She was, God rest her.
I miss her, Dad.
Aye.
Anyway, what happened, Disraeli?
Well, sure, the wolfhound clamped down on his head and tried to run back to Flaherty's house with him. So wasn't he still attached to Lady Lucy's wrist? Between one pulling one way, one pulling the other way, and the screeches of the crate. It didn't, the bloody between the jigs and the reels, didn't they pull the head of the poor old monkey? Left his body on the foot, spurting blood all over Lady Lucy's frock, and the screeching and the roaring of it. And all of a sudden, she takes a kind of a seizure. She collapsed in a heap beside the monkey at the footpath.
Jesus Christ. That's a mental image I'll have for life.
Broke her by all accounts. She left the village soon afterwards, never to return. The big house fell into ruin. Well, now, in fairness, it didn't have heart to fall. So Lady Lucy was the last of her type around these parts. More's the pity.
How come you never told me this before?
Did I not? It was a long time ago, I suppose. Listening to the wireless there, and they are about this Coronamona crack.
Coronavirus, Dad.
Just sort of put me in mind of Disraeli. Like. Disraeli had his wits about him. Nobody was going to sneak up on him by. And God knows, happened enough I tried.
A momentary lapse happens to the best of us.
It happened to poor Disraeli because he was on a leash.
His movements were restricted.
No, it was how the leash made him feel.
How do you mean?
Well, once Lady Lucy put the leash on Disraeli, she took responsibility for his safety. He thrust at her. Aye. And he let his guard down. No, Lady Lucy wasn't to know that wolfhound was on the prowl. But she should have known there were dogs in the village.
Dad, nobody's putting you on a leash. It's just until this clears up.
It's not me I'm on about him. Sure hadn't I in isolation here this past 3 years. You take care of him. You hear me now? That lad you have in charge over there in London, fuck with flat, you wouldn't hold a candle to him, the gobshite.
I'll be careful, Dad. Look, I've got to get back to work. It's crazy. I'll call you tomorrow.
Oh, I'll consult me diary and see if I can squeeze you in.
Look, will you do me a favour, Dad? Will you tell Bridie that, just tell her I was asking for her?
Sure, I do tell her that every time I do see her. Huh? Go on, Wack. Go.
Take care, Dad. Slán.
My body's spinning. I need a soul for rent. There's a desert in my mind. The storm's blowing in. I've learned to give up, 'cause it could not make it up. Only the fools in my world with anything to prove. Jerusalem is calling. I dream at night. I'm falling. My lights are down. There's a buzz on my street, and the wires are hanging as the storm is passing through. The windows are boarded, the traffic's leaving town. I ain't going nowhere soon. I've nailed everything down.